Welcome! Today we're exploring one of the most iconic structures in the world, the Eiffel Tower. Did you know that the Eiffel Tower actually grows? Yes, it's true. This fascinating phenomenon is due to something called thermal expansion. So, what exactly is thermal expansion? It's a fascinating phenomenon that affects many aspects of our daily lives, even if we don't always notice it. Simply put, it's the way materials change in size when they're heated. This change can be observed in various materials, from metals to liquids and even gases. When materials like metal get hot, their particles move more and need more space, causing the material to expand. This is because heat energy causes the particles to vibrate more vigorously, pushing them further apart. This is how heat affects materials, making them grow or shrink depending on the temperature. For instance, the Eiffel Tower, a marvel of engineering, can grow by up to 6 inches during the summer due to thermal expansion. This is a clear example of how temperature changes can impact even the most solid structures. Thermal expansion isn't just limited to iconic landmarks. It plays a crucial role in the design and maintenance of everyday structures like bridges and railway tracks. Engineers must account for these changes to ensure safety and functionality. For example, gaps are intentionally left between sections of railway tracks to allow for expansion and prevent buckling. Even in household items, thermal expansion is at work. Take thermometers, for instance. The liquid inside, often mercury or alcohol, expands and rises up the tube as the temperature increases, providing a precise measurement of the heat. In the automotive industry, thermal expansion is a critical factor. Car engines heat up significantly during operation, and the materials used must be able to withstand these temperature changes without deforming. This ensures the engine runs smoothly and efficiently. Even in space exploration, thermal expansion is a key consideration. Spacecraft experience extreme temperature variations, from the scorching heat of the sun to the freezing cold of space. Materials used in spacecraft must be carefully selected to handle these drastic changes without compromising the mission. So next time you notice a metal door that's harder to close on a hot day or a bridge that seems to have slight gaps, remember that thermal expansion is at play. It's a fundamental concept that helps us understand and design the world around us, ensuring safety, efficiency, and functionality in countless applications. Now let's talk about the Eiffel Tower itself. The tower is made of iron, and when it heats up, the iron expands. This means that on hot days, the Eiffel Tower actually gets a bit taller. It's a remarkable example of thermal expansion in action. You might be wondering just how much the Eiffel Tower can grow in the summer. It's a fascinating phenomenon that many people are unaware of. The Eiffel Tower, one of the most iconic structures in the world, isn't just a static monument. It actually changes with the seasons. Well, typically it can expand by around 6 inches. This might not seem like much, but for a structure that stands over 1,000 feet tall, it's quite significant. The expansion is due to the thermal properties of the iron used in its construction. This growth is a direct result of the iron expanding in the heat. When the sun's rays beat down on the iron, it heats up and the molecules within the metal begin to move more rapidly, causing the entire structure to expand. This is a basic principle of physics known as thermal expansion. The engineers who designed the Eiffel Tower were well aware of this phenomenon. During its construction in the late 19th century, they took into account the thermal expansion of iron. This foresight has allowed the tower to stand the test of time and remain stable despite the seasonal changes. And understanding this growth is important for maintaining the structure and ensuring its stability. Regular inspections and maintenance work are carried out to monitor the expansion and contraction of the iron. This helps in preventing any potential damage that could be caused by the constant changes in size. For visitors, this growth is invisible to the naked eye, but it's a testament to the incredible engineering behind the Eiffel Tower. Next time you visit, remember that this iconic structure is not just a marvel of design, but also a living example of the principles of physics at work. So the next time you see the Eiffel Tower, whether in person or in pictures, think about the hidden dynamics that allow it to grow and shrink with the seasons. It's a reminder of the intricate balance between nature and human ingenuity. So, why is this growth so important? Well, the good news is that this expansion doesn't damage the tower at all. Engineers have meticulously designed the Eiffel Tower to handle these changes, ensuring its structural integrity remains intact. Pretty fascinating, right? Now let's dive into some fun facts about the Eiffel Tower. This iconic structure is not just a symbol of Paris, but a marvel of engineering and design that has fascinated people for over a century. Did you know that it stands at over 1,000 feet tall? That's about the height of an 81-story building. When it was completed in 1889, it was the tallest man-made structure in the world, a title it held for 41 years until the completion of the Chrysler Building in New York City in 1930. And oh, its history is just as impressive, dating back to its completion in 1889. The Eiffel Tower was designed by the French engineer Gustave Eiffel, whose company specialized in metal structures. It was originally built as the entrance arch for the 1889 Exposition Universelle, a World's Fair held to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. There's so much more to discover about this iconic landmark. For instance, did you know that the Eiffel Tower is repainted every 7 years to protect it from rust? It takes about 60 tons of paint to cover the entire structure. And at night, the tower is illuminated by 20,000 light bulbs, creating a dazzling display that can be seen from miles away. Whether you're admiring it from afar or exploring its many levels, the Eiffel Tower never fails to inspire awe and wonder. To wrap things up, let's recap why the Eiffel Tower grows in summer. It all comes down to thermal expansion, a natural phenomenon. We encourage you to dive deeper and learn more about the tower's incredible story. If you enjoyed learning these fun facts, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more interesting insights. Thanks for watching.